Hey guys, it's Shannon.
And Artis.
And today we're going to talk about implementing something that can help you increase your business. Stay tuned.
All right, so this week we want to talk about success motivation, basically. So we just got back from a great sales conference up in Dallas. We got a chance to stay at the beautiful Gaylord Texan, not a commercial or advertisement, but it was amazing. They were just setting up for their Christmas, and it already looked great, and they weren't even halfway done. So it was a great setting to go ahead and get a chance to look at, get a chance to meet with other people in our industry, other people actually in our company, and get some tips and tools to implement in the business, and to going forward for the rest of this year, what we have left, and going into 2020. So it was a lot of great information that was put out.
Absolutely. And I would just say, I was thinking about it, and I was talking to somebody else today that had gone to the conference, and it's almost like you get information overload when you go to a success conference or a sales conference, sales mastery. There's so many things like that people go to.
Because everybody has a great idea. Because everybody there is just a successful business owner. So everybody there has great ideas, and there's so many great ideas that your pen just smokes, and your paper, basically you run out of paper.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that I would say is that you don't have to be a master at all things, right? So there are some things that work for some people, but that doesn't mean that that's what works for you, or even that it's something that you're passionate about. Just because it works for them doesn't mean that it's exactly what you need to do for your business. So I would just say, when you are reading things, watching things, going to sales conferences, things like that, try to find one thing that sticks out to you that that you can implement right now to make a change to your business that's going to help grow your business, and be consistent and successful with that. Like, for instance, one of the things that Artis and I implemented this past year, starting in January, was We Are the Alexanders. This show, it's something that we decided to do.
Video. Of course, she was getting more comfortable on it, and she said, "You have to do it." And I said, "Yes, ma'am."
Yes, ma'am. That's right.
And if we go, and I hope you do go back and watch them, but if you do, don't judge us, because our first videos were awkward, in my opinion. To say it nicely, I was awkward, but it's that thing that the more you do something, the better you get at it. Right. So, and the more comfortable you get at it. So you implement that one thing. So of course, don't just take notes on one thing and, oh, that's my one thing and that's it. No, go ahead and take notes on a lot of different things, but then just decide on that. What is that one thing that you can, like you said, you can implement right now to go ahead and keep doing it in order to be successful? Because if you're sitting there and you implement one thing, or you try to implement 5 different things at one time, and you try to spread yourself over those 5 things, most likely you're not going to do even one of those things well. Right. So if you do the one thing, you concentrate on the one thing, you get that one thing down, now it becomes a habit, and it becomes part of your daily routine or your daily lifestyle. Then now you go back to your list and say, okay, you can check that off. Now it's a part of me. What's my next thing? Right,
absolutely. And consistency is so key, I think, in anything that you do, because you start replicating it and doing it better and better and better every single time when you get consistent with it. And then people also expect it, right? So then it's like this accountability almost. Like, even for us with video, sometimes we're like, oh gosh, we better record our video, dang it. And there are many times that we're like, oh, let's just skip it this week. But we know we can't, because we know we have an audience that's waiting on us to post our video every single week. And so it kind of holds us accountable to that too. And people, just like I said, they like habits, they like things that they can count on, and that consistency. So it's just very important to do one thing and do it really, really well, I think.
Yeah. Like I said, consistency is the key. Making sure that you do it all the time, and once you get the repetition of doing it down, again, once you get the repetition of doing it down, it becomes part of your lifestyle. It's no longer anything that you have to think about. It's actually something that just is a part of you.
Yeah, and if you do a ton of things, like this week you're doing this, and next week you're doing something else, and then you switch it up to this, but then you don't do anything well or consistent, it's a hot mess. It really is. And none of it's working. And so then you're like, oh, I tried all of those things and none of them worked. Well, that's because you didn't focus on one thing and get great at one thing and stay consistent at that. You were trying to do too many things at one time, so none of them worked.
Right.
Another thing I would say is that you have to give whatever that is that you're gonna do, give it a chance and give it time to work before you're like, oh, tried it, didn't work. You can't really expect that you can make a major change and that it's going to grab attention and your business is just going to boom because you tried it for a week.
Right.
You have to be consistent. I always tell my coaching clients and people that I'm working with, it takes about 6 months probably of consistently doing something on a regular basis for it to grab hold and start really like making an impression on your business and for people to see that difference or for you to see the difference. It's not an overnight thing typically. But if you know that it's something that can work, it's just a matter of you sticking to it and staying consistent and giving it time to play out.
Right, and that's not only in your business, but it's also in your personal life too.
Yeah.
So if you decide to start a new workout regimen, a new eating lifestyle. I hate calling it a diet because a diet is something that you do for a short time, and then all of a sudden the results that you got go away. So a new eating lifestyle, you have to again change your lifestyle. It's a change in lifestyle. It's not just an overnight success. It takes a while to build that repetition up, so that again it's now a part of your lifestyle. It's not just something you have to think about all the time. So, what are some things that you can implement right now that you decided, you know what, I'm going to implement my one thing. What is your one thing? We would love to hear from you on that, and you know, not necessarily giving away trade secrets, but we would still like to hear.
No, send us a private message.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, especially if it's something that you're going to try or you are trying, but you don't want the world to know about. DM us, send us a message. We love hearing feedback from you guys. It's very important for us because it helps us, you know, stay motivated and know that what we're doing works and that we're reaching people and that you guys like our messages and you like our weekly show.
So again, like I said, DM us or reach out to us on email, teamalexander@fairwaymc.com. Also, you know, reach out to us by phone, 254-295-0905, or on our website, www.alexandercares.com. So, hey, we'll see you next week. Please tune in next week on Friday, and every Friday, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.